Good day, everyone. I'm Mary Jelyn Gatlabayan from San Jose National High School, and let me share to you my study entitled Enhancement of Students' English Vocabulary Skills through Mobile-Assisted Language Learning. Philippines Program for International Assessment, or PISA, in 2018 and 2019 mentioned that student scores on average with 3 out of 5 students achieving at least the minimum proficiency level in overall reading literacy. Now, without extensive vocabulary, learners often achieve potential and may be discouraged from using language learning opportunities. However, there is a clear gap which continues to widen. In fact, a lot of studies mentioned that vocabulary is considered a significant predictor of student achievement in primary and in secondary level. Now, it takes an effort to increase students' excitement, encourage them, and their interest. As teachers, it is a challenge for us to come up with learning strategies and media that are both useful and enjoyable. Now, the question is, why mobile-assisted language learning? Wang, 2012, mentioned that we are now in the era wherein technology ushered, and it is one of the best form to come up with an effective teaching and learning process. And knowing that 90% of people on earth are using mobile phones and 41% have more than one mobile device. And in reality, our learners are into using mobile phones, and it also motivated them in a positive way. Mobile phones also create a fun learning atmosphere. And it also aids students in learning a second language by facilitating more efficient teaching learning process. Now, the following are the research questions of this study. For the method, it utilized quantitative research design, specifically quasi-experimental, the use of pre-test and post-test. Voluntary sampling is also implemented, wherein 30 grade 10 students participated in a 4-week treatment. 2 research questions are used: the Nelson-Denny vocabulary test, which is contextualized and pilot tested. Also, the survey questionnaire adapted from Darius et al. 2019. I also conducted a situation analysis wherein I discovered that English got the lowest MPS with 42.81%, and it is revealed that grade 10 students got the lowest with 57.14%. And the common competency is the use of lexical and contextual cues in understanding unfamiliar words and expression. Now, for data gathering, Roy's 1970 instructional design is utilized, which started with analysis, design, develop, wherein I use the Excel learning and the app Gazer, implement, and evaluate. Now, for our results, this is the assessed level of students' vocabulary measured by Denny vocabulary test, and this is the pre-test. It is shown that student respondents are in the range of 13 to 18 with a frequency of 76.7, which means that the standard deviation of 2.53 connotes how dispersed the scores of the students. And the data suggests that the vocabulary skills of the students is insufficient. This is the assessed level for the pre-test. And the findings in the table indicates that the post-test of the scores is gravitated between 24 to 19 that corresponds to the performance level between advanced and intermediate. The mean of 23.70 for the post-test implies that the performance level of the students after subjected to MOL is good. For the pair T test, it reveals a statistical significance on the respondent scores on their vocabulary test before and after the treatment. This means that the scores after taking MOL increase compared to the scores before taking it. This is the student evaluation, and the average score for ease of use is 3.73. For the usability, 3.62. For the efficiency, 3.42. For compatibility, 3.77. For the intention of use, 3.63. The highest mean is compatibility, while the least agreed factor is efficiency. In conclusion, the studies show the average of 14.77 and 23.70 for pre-test and post-test, which means that there is an increase, and MOL is beneficial, and it can also help with the improvement of students' English vocabulary. The 5 factors that affect the system, acceptance, and learning are positively viewed as well. For recommendation, students can use MOL as a means of supplementary learning material. For teachers, MOL can be used with traditional teaching to facilitate the learning of the students. For the developers, it recommends that MOL application can include the use of more human-like interaction. And for future researcher, it recommends to tackle the effectiveness of MOL and the factors that influence it. That ends my research presentation. Thank you so much.